It is so funny because being a super hardcore writer of America means that for your entire life, you have hated Russia. Okay? For your entire life, you have despised Russia because television man told you that Russia is communist, USSR bad, communism bad. Let's get back to Russia. Russia makes military advances as world awaits ceasefire
Ukrainian
decision.
hands, the town of Sudzha is apparently Russian once more. Moscow's forces here are on the march. Kyiv's incursion appears almost over. For Vladimir Putin, a proud moment. On a visit to Kursk region, the commander-in-chief was the commander in camouflage, and there was no talk of a ceasefire. Quite the opposite. He wants to press home Russia's advance.
He's trying to pull a Zelensky, dude. He's trying to pull the Zel Disney. He's running around in combat fatigues and shit.
Our task in the near future, in the shortest time possible, is to finally defeat the enemy entrenched in the Kursk region and to completely liberate the territory.
But after talks with Ukraine and Saudi Arabia, the UN...
I went for a walk yesterday in a house that is usually covered in American flag memorabilia from roof to porch is now a giant Russian flag waving off the porch. Hogs are amazing. Dude. Oh, God, I know. My favorite is like, yeah, being pro-American, pro-Russia is awesome. Like, as a position, I think it's fucking hilarious. Like, being a MAGA guy who's also, like, super pro-Russia is so funny to me. It will never not be fun. Every day, you can tell me that, you know, oh, you love Adolf Hitler. It is so funny because being a super hardcore writer of America means that for your entire life, you have hated Russia. Okay? For your entire life, you have despised Russia because television man told you that Russia is communist, USSR bad, communism bad. It's at the root of all evil in your life. And then one day, out of nowhere, something flipped. You, I don't know, browsed the wrong Telegram group, or you got Facebook marketed to, and you decided to basically destroy all previous propaganda in your mind that told you that Russia was at the root of all evil. And overnight, you became a pro-Russia guy. I love that. Like, how can you basically spend your entire life hating a country and then magically decide that that country is awesome? How does that happen? It gives me confidence that maybe one day we can do this for China, you know? Hopefully. Like one day. Please, Xi Jinping, please spend money on Hasbro. Please, sir. Do more TikTok, please. Maybe Americans will start feeling some type of way about China and be like, why don't we have electric vehicles here and are ramping up our electric vehicle production? Why don't we have high-speed rail? That's what I want. I want it so bad.
The US wants Moscow to agree to an immediate truce for 30 days. It could include a prisoner swap and the return of Ukrainian children from Russia. Kyiv hopes it'll lead to even more.
A 30-day period to fully prepare a step-by-step plan for ending the war, including security guarantees for Ukraine. If all of this is done, then after the plan is prepared and its gradual implementation begins, this will lead to the end of the war.
A deal that others have come up with is not how the Kremlin does business. Vladimir Putin likes to be the one in charge. And for the past few weeks, it looked like he was, appearing to have Donald Trump's ear. But now, all of a sudden, he's on the receiving end of the American president's demands. And his agreement on this ceasefire deal might depend on what else is being tied to it. For example, a seat at the table with the US. Their recent talks in Riyadh have opened the door to a reset of relations. But could Washington take that away?
I don't have a problem with North Korea is wild, my guy. Bro, I love your taste, but I don't have a problem with North Korea is literally hilarious, bro. Really is hilarious to you? What the kind of motion does North Korea have? What do they have? They got nothing. They have so nothing that they quite literally are like, oh yeah, we'll send some of our military members over there by Russia's way, sir. North Korea is never at the table. They have no motion. Anytime Americans try to make North Korea look like the big bad, they unironically are giving North Korea more attention than it even deserves. They got nothing. They have like a couple cyber hackers, sure. They do cryptocurrency schemes and shit. But like, what the has a North Korean done to you? You know, nothing. We've done everything to them, by the way. We've done virtually everything that we could. If America was not leading the helm in the Korean War, also known as the Forgotten War, it would be absolutely declared a genocide. Okay? If our international organs of justice actively worked to litigate all genocides, no matter who's doing it, even the hegemonic superpower, they would have considered what we did in Korea to be a genocide. Okay? Because that's what we did. Now they got nothing. Why is their foreign policy all that matters? Oh, because I'm not living in the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. Do I look like... What happened? Last time I watched Cholima on the Wing and sang along, did that cause you to think that I'm North Korean? Like, does that make you feel better about America when you fantasize about how terrible it is to live in North Korea? Does that make you feel good? Where you're like, yeah, things aren't so bad. At least we're not North Korea. Nice, man. What a healthy attitude to have. That's the only reason why you give a shit about this stuff. Like, why is their foreign policy all that matters to you? Because that's the limited impact that they actually have. Okay? That is the marginal impact that they have on the planet. That's it. They have no impact in general, but the limited amount of impact that they do have is on a little bit of foreign policy. They're giving artillery shells to Russia. That's it. Half of them are duds anyway, but it doesn't matter. He said, nah. He's like, I'm going to take matters into my own hands, big dog. I'm going to fix the DPRK politics. Okay, dude, have fun with that. Okay. Get in there. They have tourist visas now. Go through China, get the inside the DPRK, go to Pyongyang, and tell them what's what. Okay. Brave soldier. I agree. I just don't get being charitable to them. Why wouldn't I be? Why wouldn't I be charitable? What do you mean charitable to them? Charitability is what charitability is an accurate assessment of the horrifying that the United States of America and coalition forces did to the nation of Korea after F. You're literally upset because it breaks your previous messaging. Under no circumstances do I believe that the Democratic People's Republic of Korea is actually democratic. Okay? It's not. It's not. It's not democratic at all. All right? But if you know anything about how there are two Koreas now, you would understand that that is a crime brought about the Korean population by the United States of America because we wanted a bulwark against growing communism. Oh boy. Oh no. How dare they? And it was a bloody affair too. And I don't mean in just North Korea. In South Korea, it was insanely bloody in South Korea. Massive massacres that the American government oversaw as the South Korean military dictatorships time and time again destroyed any kind of protest against the government. And then what else do we do? The handover from military dictatorship to a robust democracy came at the hands of South Korea basically becoming 6 families in a trench coat. That's all South Korea is. There's a reason why South Koreans still are just like, I'm going to kill myself. This is the worst country on the planet. It's literally hell here. There's a reason why young South Koreans are just so brain broken. America isn't an excuse for a one-party freedomless dictatorship. Brother, where did I say that? Why? Why is it so difficult for you guys to go, you know what? Probably bombing the out of every standing building in a parallel that we've designated as like the socialist side was you know, probably going to cause the country to experience a lot of issues afterwards. Meanwhile, it's so funny to have these conversations when we're like at the supposed beacon of democratic thought, you know, the United States of America. Yeah. It's additionally funny to have this conversation in the heels of the American government. New video shows bomb striking South Korean town near DMZ. The South Korean Air Force says 8 MK82 bombs were mistakenly dropped by a jet during a war drill with the U.S. The Mark 82 is a U.S. manufactured 500-pound bomb. 15 people are reportedly injured. Like, that just happened. That happened last week. Yeah. Why do people automatically hate North Korea? Because a couple reasons. One, because people don't know shit about Korean history. They don't know shit about North Korea. And also because a lot of people are like, there's valid criticisms against North Korea, and valid criticisms work so well for Americans. You know what I mean? They have no way of like shedding that propaganda. People just tell you these guys are bad. They hate America. They want to kill Americans. And then that's it. That's it. How else can you justify a permanent blockade? You turn me into a liberal, but you never say you were wrong ever. Nobody has all the answers, but you do, I guess. Holy shit. What kind of response is this? Go back, read some stuff about America's actions in Korea, and then counter my position. If you, instead of getting upset that I guess, know a little bit more than you do in this process, you could just go back and be like, nah, here's why you're wrong. I have an economics degree, lol. Okay, did you learn about America's with Korea in the process of getting this degree? I'm so confused. I'm just saying that the DPRK has no motion. They don't. They don't. They just have nothing. They have been an endlessly over country for the most part. And in the process, yes, there is a not even a one-party dictatorship structure, but like the worst aspects of North Korean governance is specifically the top-down leadership structure and the handover of power from family member to family member. That's it. When you do that, you're not a democracy, okay? There is no democracy there. It would be interesting to try to investigate why there is no democracy. They're simply, their culture is different. Is it because they're just like evil? Or maybe there's a different reason. Maybe they've been fucking bombed into oblivion and basically tried to recover, had mass famine, and America never actually scaled back the economic warfare it waged against North Korea, not even one bit, which led to so much death and destruction, especially post-90s, especially after America also destroyed their one fucking ally, the USSR, you know? Bro's so disingenuous. Me? What did I say that's disingenuous? Maybe it's because they have labor camps to snuff out any dissent. You're right. Good thing we live in the land of the free, home of the brave, where there's no such thing as slavery in prison. I'm just, you know, I'm glad that the United States of America would never actually actively go after political dissenters. These idiots think you like Kim Jong-un rather than understanding that you're talking about the Korean people and how the U.S. created their material conditions. Exactly. Because people don't ever fucking think about it. People don't ever want to think about like how people arrive at this condition. Then why do you not feel the same about Israel? I don't know. Maybe because one state is a settler colonial enterprise, okay, and not cut in half by America, and instead is funded by America to continue being a violent apartheid state that does genocide with our fucking weapons. Are you stupid? They the people, not you? What? Oh, then why do they not feel the same about Israel? Oh shit, you were talking to the other chatter. I'm Canadian, y'all both fucked up. Okay. Dude, Canada would be less than North Korea if it wasn't comfortably in the bosom of American empire. What the fuck are you talking about? Don't get me started on goddamn Canada, okay? Mister, we'll come along with any violent enterprise that America is engaging in. Get the fuck out of here. Don't get me fucking started on this shit. Talking about Canada. Anyway, shut up, American dog. I mean, you're right. America is a dog. But I like that Canadians would be like, America fucking sucks. They're a violent colonial enterprise. But also, I hate North Korea. Like, what do you mean? Who told you? Who taught you to hate North Korea? Like, why do you care about North Korea? Do you ever have this smoke for, like, I don't know, Djibouti? Oh, man, I fucking hate Estonia. Don't you dare talk about Estonia. And before you say those places are liberal democracies, okay? No, the fuck they're not. All right, maybe Estonia. Like, the anger and resentment people feel towards these countries that are in the bad guy category is so funny to me. Especially, like, I get hating Russia, right? I understand hating the Russian government. I totally do. All right? They're a fucking violent country. They are doing incredible violence. Unacceptable amounts of violence. They're an irredentist power. They're a capitalist kleptocracy. And they're bombing the shit out of Ukraine. But like North Korea is a small party in this process. Like they got nothing. They got no motion. They got no smoke. All they do, all people do to North Korea is just dunk on them. Release the fucking sanctions, dude. Release the goddamn sanctions. Allow Korea to unify. Oh, we'll never do that. That'll never happen. We can't let that happen. Go listen to the Blowback season, what is it, 5? It's really helpful for you. And then come back to me. Judging Russia for a Soviet past still, huh? Are you fucking stupid? You think I'm criticizing Russia for its current actions in Ukraine? But season 3, Blowback season 3, worse of the far left.